literally do switch Nana and Popo on some of those skins. Like Nana becomes the lead Ice Climber.
Oh, I did not know that. Wait,
yeah,
what?
You can look at the hair. For 2 of the skins, I think it's like the red one and the other one that kind of looks.
Does that change gameplay at all? Is that part of the reason why?
It doesn't change gameplay, but all the more reason, right, that you would think people would try it. I mean, just take any advantage you can get, right? Yeah. But apparently not. SluG here, an honest, very honest player.
I agree with that.
And
cool too.
I mean, SluG definitely becoming like a bit of a people's champion in recent months. I think it's tough not to root for Ices in a post-wobbling landscape. You've just got this character where we thought the character might be done at the highest level. Like, you know, pretty much Army and a lot of the other really strong Ices players kind of stopped seeing them in majors for a while.
Yeah.
And then we've got SluG, who's just like, you know, people are coming out saying, yo, this guy SluG might be better than any Ices that's ever done it.
Yeah, I mean, that Genesis run was something.
It was bonkers.
Yeah. Especially just considering the talent pool right now. Like, the top 10, I feel like is now like a top 25 if we're talking like skill level. Like, just the skill levels are so much wider at the moment. There's like 15 players every major that can just win. It's a way different place than when I started playing like 2016, like tail end of Gods into HBox Summer. I feel like a lot more, you know, open nowadays. SluG has a good Sopo, but Sopo still isn't that good.
Yeah, but you're gonna. I mean, if you're up 4 stocks to 2, you're just gonna take everything you get, right?
Oh,
you don't need
take
to,
that
you don't
all
need to
the
keep
way.
winning. You just get all your extra credit in right now.
Yeah, especially in situations like this, I think just staying alive as long as possible is very taxing for the opponent.
Yeah,
it's like, why can I not get rid of a Sopo at 150?
You almost start to feel like, wow, when the Nana comes back, I'm gonna have even more trouble.
Yeah,
it's like intimidating, honestly. If they can do this to me with just one character, or one of the, you know, basically a nerfed character, we've got the platform textures almost. KoDoRiN had to use Marth's spot dodge to get out of that one. It's always bad news when Marth has the spot dodge.
Well, it's actually funny. I know this is true for Sheik. I don't know if it's true for Ice Climbers, but the only way for Marth to truly get out of a platform tech chase regrab is if they buffer spot dodge tech in place.
Sure.
That's otherwise you can react to any of the others. So then it becomes a mix-up on if they're going to spot dodge. SluG is probably now going to start attacking from the bottom with aerials.
Sure.
And then it's going to become a mix-up of whether wave land or attack the plat. Or do you think they're spot dodge?
Wow, Nana really
Thanks,
just
Nana.
not concerned with combat right now. More concerned with sending a message.
SluG looking really good here at the moment.
Especially considering, you know, I would have thought that Yoshi's one of the better picks for Marth. But, oh my goodness gracious.
Maybe the lack of space is making it hard for KoDoRiN to find a way to set up the game that they want to set up. SluG is just kind of so close to them at all points. It's been kind of hard, I feel like, for KoDoRiN to land on their feet again and set up how they want. I think getting a little bit more space will do well because, yeah, I feel like normally that would be probably the best stage in a lot of ways, one of the better ones.
Yeah, Battlefield going to be online. Marth, you know, in most matchups, Marth tends to be the character that plays grounded, right? Isn't really playing the platforms. This actually is one of the rare matchups where you can play a very platform-heavy playstyle as the Marth.
Yeah.
But SluG is just not having it. Oh my goodness. Oh!
All over it.
The double forward smash hitbox, it does like 30 damage.
So much. Double back air doing like 22.
Yeah. Well, those double, whenever you get the double hit, it really, really attacks on the damage.
Okay, does end up finding the tech chase. I like this. So they're forward airing one way and then getting ready to grab the other.
Right.
My favorite meme thing to do in this game is I play Falco against DK, and I'll just laser towards them, laser grab, down throw, and then jump the other way, shoot that laser, and then depending on which way they go, the laser will hit, and you can just jump laser, re-grab again, or just grab when they roll into you.
Yeah, and you know, that's kind of assisted by the fact that, like, you know, there's no landing lag on laser, right?
Yeah.
And I think the way when you set up those forwarders too, you can have them be, I mean, they're not entirely lagless, they're not like auto cancels, but they're fast, yeah. So you're going to be able to cover multiple options. You see Marth do it with the neutral air too, right? Because you actually can set up an auto cancel nair and then go for a re-grab. So that's kind of a PPMD tech chase thing that, you know, got popular several years ago. But, you know, in spite of all the stuff Marth has in the matchup, KoDoRiN's going to have to put something together because SluG is really taking it to him.
So I was just about to say I'm not KoDoRiN, but I feel like down tilt is extremely strong in this matchup, and I feel like we just saw the first 3 down tilts this whole set. I've been very surprised. KoDoRiN seems like he has a game plan in mind where he really wants to be using these platforms in forward air, and he's kind of forgetting some of the other tools that he has in this matchup.
Yeah.
And it's making it very linear for SluG to play against.
Fair, yeah. I mean, I think, with the ground game, like when you start playing the really grounded games, down tilts and such, you know, Icies do have counterplay, right? They have. That was a nice way to edge guard that. You know, the ice blocks come out, the blizzards, wave dash blizzard, desyncs. But I like, at least you force them to play a slower game that way. Instead of like, they're always going to be looking to scrap and kind of get under you, CC your forwarders. And SluG feels like he's just had no trouble dealing with that playstyle. So yeah, maybe you're right, Trey. Maybe it's time to mix it up a little bit, to go for something different.
Yeah, we'll see. KoDoRiN's bringing back a little bit more now. He's letting F smash rip a lot more, I've noticed.
That is the KoDoRiN classic.
Yeah, he's reverted back.
Wow.
Revert to monkey.
Order getting whiff punish there. Oh my goodness. And I'm loving SluG's use of Blizzard to like, especially, oh my goodness, Nana actually making the tipper extend into Popo.
That's true,
Ouch.
That's what happened.
Oh.
I was like, that was a Sephiroth blade, not Marth. Wow, that was one of the, okay.
Buddy.
Never seen that. SluG's like, you thought you were gonna mix it up. SluG saw a single mix up for KoDoRiN and said, all right, this is the one I had planned now. It's just no DI. Like, I have no idea how you DI that. I mean, I guess you have to, I don't know.
That was super crazy. I've never seen anything like
Seems
that.
Seems extremely percent dependent, too.
Must be, must be. And the second one, not even going for the regrab, just going straight into a down smash. I'm sure there are a lot of these setups KoDoRiN hasn't even seen. Because, I mean, I feel like I've watched a good bit of SluG, but I've never quite seen SluG do that one. So.
Yeah, I feel like SluG has a lot of things that people haven't seen yet on the back burner. Maybe if you go in the Icy's character Discord, you might find a little something maybe, but yeah, and because I've commentated a lot of SluG too. They enter Salt Mine all the time and go really far, and I've never seen that ever.
You know, I do feel here like you could really, as KoDoRiN, when he goes for some of these forwarders, that's a little bit of a bummer for, yes, I think SluG really wanted to see if he could save Nana, but yeah, well, that's how that goes sometimes. I like that. So sometimes you do the rising forwarder, and as a Marth player, it feels good and it feels right to do a landing fair. But I think a lot of the time, honestly, just don't do the landing forwarder. You're not going to go through landing leg. You can even double jump up out of there, which KoDoRiN is starting to mix in. Yep. And I think you're going to see a little bit more success there.
Empty land down tilt also seems like a very good mix-up for
exactly.
Because they're going to try and get under you like you were saying, and then you're down there. You don't let them get under you at all. You catch their approach with the down tilt.
These tippers are starting to fly. Oh, third one's the charm. There we go.
Got the time.
Yeah. Also,
wow,
yeah.
SluG, tricky.
Definitely. Yeah, you're definitely not, I like KoDoRiN. Definitely not giving this Sopo like any quarter. He's trying to play as careful as possible because he knows SluG can literally still just pull him to lead just with Sopo alone.
Oh, yeah. Ooh. Wow, that was a great up smash. Catch on the jump.
Yeah, that was I guess you can hold shield there, but you're always scared of getting like shield poked or something, you know? Wow. Maybe you just take the throw, like light shield and just take the throw.
SluG is a little slippery. Can't really seem to find these kills early enough outside of those tippers. There's not been, I feel like, too much edge guarding from KoDoRiN. And I feel like Marth does have the potential to do that. We saw the uppies have started coming out a little bit, and I think those have been really good. And some of the F smash edge guards have been really good. If you get a little bit more consistent with those, I bring this back. He's looking a lot better in this one.
Oh, definitely.
The mixing up more grounded game like you're talking about versus the forward airs, see like that down tilt, you catch him trying to come out and contest it, and then you get the double fair and sets it up.
Honestly, I think it's pretty hard to tipper Battlefield side platforms because they're pretty high.
You have to be directly under.
Yeah, and KoDoRiN's actually been very reliably like edge guarding, not even edge guarding, also just kind of comboing and setting up into these tippers.
Yeah, and it might look silly to like miss a F smash and then go for it again, but to be able to rip it immediately knowing you have extra time, it gives you a way better idea of the spacing you actually need.
Exactly.
Versus trying to take too much time to set up the perfect spacing and then you're wrong.
Right, and then you're never going to get it. And especially against a character like Nana, who is going to, you know, DI and like drift in a very predictable manner, you know, you might as well just take that. And KoDoRiN, for the first time in this set, looking really, really poised and quite comfortable here. SluG struggling a little bit for the first time.
I would like to see some of these forward airs not being faded in. There's been almost like most of KoDoRiN's aerials have been drifted in.
Yeah.
And I feel like you can do a lot more, even like fade back nair in place and such, trying to catch some of these wave dashes in. Same with those double fares.
Yeah, I mean, I assume, by the way, this should be death. Okay, I think, you know, SluG actually could have gone a little bit further. But in spite of that, wow, SluG evening it right up with a huge handoff into an edge guard.
Yeah, maybe trusting their edge guards a little bit. And like, I can't let KoDoRiN take this stock if I mess up this.
Right.
But SluG seems pretty confident in their handoff, so.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll leave the decision making.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna be able to save Nana here. You gotta be careful. I mean, okay. So KoDoRiN does get the Nana KO, and now it's just the Popo. Can KoDoRiN get on the board here? Oh my goodness.
I like that weight. Gonna up tilt pretty soon here. Okay, that
Wow.
Isn't a good percent to get hit at all. Yeah.
This is starting to get a little bit weird.
A little dicey.
You got the one thing you got to remember. Okay, well maybe you just close out the edge guard and the neutral doesn't matter, but forward tilt, not up tilt, not forward smash. Oh, what an idea from SluG.
Yeah, I think if you that angled slightly up,
just slightly up, or start the air dodge slightly higher,
yeah.
right? Just give yourself like 1/10 of a second more to fall through the air.
He was right though. That was
Oh,
definitely
it was a great call.
that was good.
I thought, I mean, up until SluG's Popo didn't grab the ledge and fell to his doom, I was kind of like, oh, that's smart.
Is this how it's going to end?
Yeah. Wow. I mean, that was scary, right? KoDoRiN looked like it looked like it was going to be a 3-stock, and it looked like KoDoRiN had finally figured things out, and all of a sudden, SluG brings it to the brink with Popo. So if you're KoDoRiN, you got to be thinking like, man, I thought I had things figured out, but this is still going to be tough. Still got some work to do. And now we got FD.
You know what I just realized? Only game KoDoRiN has won and also looked really strong in is when we finally got rid of the platforms that they were messing around on in the other games.
Yeah, that's kind of true.
I'm kind of interested to see if SluG loses this game, if they even would take him back to FD.
Yeah, I mean,
because it's your main pick, you barely lost. Like, it makes sense to go back here. I don't think this is a bad pick or anything, but I'm wondering if it's making KoDoRiN focus on the tools that he's being most effective with.
Yeah, that is definitely something that happens. Some people get a little bit too cheeky with the platforms. Regardless, SluG staying on top of things right now. Oh, the desync Nana almost edge-hogged KoDoRiN there, but it didn't quite pan out for SluG.
Oh, I love that
nice.
target switching.
Yeah. And the nair, but the nair gets whip punished. Oh, forward sending KoDoRiN all the way up.
It's like the Drug Fox rule. It's like you target whichever ice climber is at higher percent unless you think you can kill the other one.
Mm-hmm.
Hit them away. Keep them away from each other.
KoDoRiN really liking the forward tilt, it looks like, until he can get the perfect little, you know, I assume up tilt or forward smash.
There's the forward smash.
Those are
I assume
the
correct.
Yep. Otherwise, you just kind of rinse and repeat. What's the edge guard here? Yeah, SluG kind of mistiming the ice block, so KoDoRiN able to get to the ledge.
It's a hard place to get out of for Marth, but does a good job with that. Very good job. Sets up a big opportunity here. You get ices in the corner like that, it's hard. It can be really hard for them. Good pickup with that dash attack. Nana at such low percent, their AI is just not the best right now. I'm pretty sure they get like better the higher percent, correct?
Yeah, but it's not Nana's percent. It's Popo's percent.
Oh,
which
I
is
didn't realize that.
Yeah, it's a little bit, feels a little bit deceptive. But yeah, the higher percent I think Popo is, the more dangerous the Nana becomes.
Okay. You know what? That makes sense. That's why right when I'm about to get a kill, Nana always kills me.
Right, right. So I think that's how that works. By the way, this is definitely going to be KO. Yeah, forward smash by the ledge.
130.
Now that I say that out loud, now I'm worried that I'm wrong.
Well,
but I think I'm right. Oh, wow, that was almost a forward smash into a forward smash combo. Hang on, I'm going to look at chat. Chat's going to correct me.
I was going to say, we gave chat the question. They can now find the information.
Someone's triaging it. Someone's triaging it as we speak. I think I'm right, though. I don't know. That got incepted in my brain somehow.
You need to find the top, the spinning top.
All right. A couple people said I'm right. That's good.
Let's
anyway,
go.
Hi, chat. Okay. Big down smash. Or, yeah.
Oh, little scary spacing. If you're KoDoRiN, you whip 2 like that while holding forward. He didn't get hit with it, but
Yeah,
makes you maybe second guess the next one.
Oh, maybe KoDoRiN had to have been hoping Nana was going to die off the top from that down smash. Wow. They're going aerial to aerial right now. These Marth forward airs and the Icy's back airs. KoDoRiN able to maintain a slight lead, but is that lead safe against this Popo?
I don't think any lead is safe against either player considering their caliber. I didn't see this set going anyway.
Yeah. That's just going to do it. Big up tilt there.
Huge, some might say.
Now, if you're SluG, you really ideally don't want to take too much damage here. Especially considering like the more damage one of the climbers takes, the easier they become to split, and he gets exactly what he would have wanted. It's a clean stock, 0-0, but big tipper on Nana, hang on. Oh, Nana bounces off FD in a weird way. We might be going to game 5, hold up.
KoDoRiN's looking real strong these past 2 games.
Yeah.
It's like a night and day, honestly.
And honestly, even though this is the SluG counter pick, this juggle is all Marth right now. That was 122 damage, just off of the fact that there was no way for SluG to land. And the forward smash.
Game 5.
Game 5.
All right. You know what? I think FD is helping KoDoRiN.
Yeah, I think you might be right.
I think he should go Yoshi's story. Well, they already won on Yoshi's.
Like FOD maybe.
Yeah, FOD. I think the small stage is where KoDoRiN is having problems.
Yeah. Yeah, the only thing that scares me about like Yoshi's, even though SluG did win their game 1, is that, you know, so much of KoDoRiN's game plan on that game 3 that he won was like tippering the side platforms, and I think you don't want to make that easy. But no, SluG is going to trust the FD pick. Didn't seem like SluG really thought about it too hard either. Yeah. So this must just be, you know, this if it's the pick, it's the pick. I guess at a certain point you just got to trust what you know.
Yeah, and also it makes you think about other things less, like just focus on the gameplay and not be like, oh, am I only losing because of the stage? It's like, no, if I play this right, I play it right and I win.
Right.
Kind of keep you in the zone a little bit more. Potentially. That was a crazy split. I really think you should have gone for Popo, though.
Yeah.
That was interesting.
Especially with Popo off stage. Yeah. If you could turn into an edge guard, then you might even get more chances to hit Nana. Uh-oh! And what's the punish here? Okay, just a forwarder. I think, yeah, so he wanted that forwarder spike setup, the meteor forwarder into the down air. KoDoRiN wisely just light shielding those bears. You got to remember that when Ices do those rising back airs, those are auto-cancel aerials. So a lot of the time you'll see players look for counterattacks, but you don't get
the up B startup. You grabbed up B startup. You always hear it. Yeah.
Okay, little roll read there.
That'd be a lot scarier on FB2 to use. If you miss it, then you're getting hard punished. No platform to get to.
Nothing, just nothing. Just nothing. They have all the time to set it up. Uh-oh. What was that weird
it's like skydiving without a parachute.
Okay, forward smash. That's going to do it at 166%, but now Nana's back in the fray. KoDoRiN trying to wait out the invincibility on the ledge. Ooh, the turn. They're getting kind of punished there. Hang on. Oh, my goodness. Oh, Nana did not land. That's huge. And she goes into tumble. And because Nana goes into tumble, SluG can't save her. She will not respond to commands off stage like that. That is so big for KoDoRiN.
Yeah, I'm getting a huge juggle right now.
All of this literally off of like KoDoRiN just going to the ledge between stocks and basically saying, yo, SluG, you know, come over here and, you know, mess with me on the ledge and see what happens.
Yeah,
and
honestly.
SluG kind of took the bait.
It's the first game, it seemed like KoDoRiN was having trouble getting corner trap now, but it definitely seems like that is switched.
Okay, hang on. Can you get something here? Oh, little ledge down smash. Can you rinse and repeat this? No, KoDoRiN's going to be able to double jump to the ledge. Wow, big grab. Oh my goodness.
Up smash on the DIN. Okay, I like that. That's kind of like, I think Fox can kind of do that on a similar DI to Falcon.
Sure, yeah. Yeah. And insane that, okay, SluG took a tiny lead, but basically even at this point.
Yeah, but being able to go in with like invincibility with your 2 climbers versus them having an extra stock to play with against your 2 climbers, that I think it's huge in this matchup.
Agreed. By the way, KoDoRiN's been doing it so much that I'm starting to feel like these, like, you know, like ledge jumps, the tournament winners, I feel like they're intentional, but at the same time, SluG is literally starting to look for them.
Yeah, I think they're definitely intentional. Like, even with Sheik, talked to Spark a lot about this. For quite a few characters, including Marth, that is a pretty good option in general. But yeah, but not as much on FD either. Part of it is FD also. Like, when you can threaten it with, like, a Yoshi's platform or something like that, it ends up getting a lot better, in my opinion, but
right.
I think KoDoRiN thought about these a lot too, but yeah, it's a lot less about KoDoRiN choosing poor options and more that KoDoRiN's options are starting to get a little
like predictable.
Yeah, exactly.
That's going to be a little bit of damage there. Just 10% from the down smash. A Nana KO here would have been huge, but
yeah, the down smash though, it was able to get the knockdown to give Nana more time to get back.
Yeah,
worked out well.
Wow, this is so stressful for KoDoRiN. Jumping out of the Blizzard. Wow, that's a huge up tilt. That's going to KO Nana, but only Nana. And Popo's going to keep racking up damage. The double upper is huge. Another one. 88 down KoDoRiN.
Wow.
Oh, the upper, not with the Dr. Order. Oh!
Tried in with the SSBM bear.
Oh,
I love those. Just the drop from ledge bear.
Yeah, if you're feeling it, you're feeling it.
Popo definitely not making that one back.
Absolutely not. No vertical recovery on that boy. Wow, has he given KoDoRiN the chance KoDoRiN needs to close this setup? But you got to do it in such a pristine way, and every little ice block, every little blizzard hit that connects is a little bit more percent. But now KoDoRiN's starting to build some damage. Oh, there it is!
There we go. SluG holds on, stays true to their counter pick. Going last stock against a potential reverse 3-0 from KoDoRiN, but yeah, holds true to their counter pick and closes it out. That was a nail biter there at the end. At the beginning, KoDoRiN's an amazing player, but honestly, at the beginning, it looked like it was going to be a 30.
Yeah, the way the set started.
Yeah.
But turns out SluG's got adaptations too. I think SluG being able to so quickly pick up on KoDoRiN's jumps from the ledge, and even just super duper punishing them in a very direct manner by jumping up there and bearing. You know, that's a pretty intense adaptation to make, right? Because I think that's already sort of an unorthodox option.
Yeah.
So to kind of have the counterplay so locked and loaded for something like that, in Game 5, is pretty nuts.
Yeah. Just the adaptability. It's